Okay, it's room 7410. To get in, you use your CPAS card. It goes right here. You just put it in the slot. I'm going to give you guys a quick tour. This room, we came in yesterday, and we're already in here. We've already unpacked. I'm just going to show you guys what the room looks like once you take everything out of your bags and stuff like that. Some of this stuff are some good hacks that you guys can do to make your trip easier. Look at that view. I've already put a video of just the patio. The patio is bigger than normal. It's pretty big, wide size. It has 2 lounge chairs, 2 upright chairs, and a table. My girlfriend asked for extra pillows, so be careful for what you ask for. Because look at that, they gave us a ton of pillows. So if you've ever went on a cruise and just the 2 pillows weren't enough, ask for more. They'll give you more than enough. If there's too many, you can just give them back. She likes to sit up and read and stuff like that. So that's why there's so many pillows. Here's the bed. We have the luggage under the bed. I'm going to do another video to show you how much space you have there. And I'm also going to measure for you in another video to show you how much space you have if you're going to bring a suitcase. But this is just the bed. It has 2 lights. One of them, the lamp will just light up. The other one, this part, if you just want a reading light, it'll light up. So you can have either or. There's the phone. She had ordered a smoothie to go, so she didn't finish it, but there's a smoothie, water. This couch that comes in the room, I thought it would fold into a bed. We don't need it, but it doesn't fold into a bed. So you do have a small couch for just sitting up. You have a little table. There's a trash can somewhere. I think it's right there. We've utilized as much space as we could. Let me show you. The TV rotates, so you can turn it. You can watch TV from there, or if you're going to sit on the couch, you can turn it this way and you can see from the couch, you can see the TV. I've actually taken probably about 13 or 14 cruises. No, I think I'm on number 14. But I had saw this on another YouTube video, so I'm copying. But you can get some magnets from Home Depot or Amazon, and they come in really handy. You can get some that have a hook. And you can see there's a hook. It's really small. You can see my finger, how small the magnet is. But you can hang stuff up on the wall because all the walls are metal, so the magnets stick to them. So I've hung up a hat. That's the next thing next to the hat is kind of like a little pouch. I usually use it instead of having something so big. If you're going to go on an excursion, that one has enough room for your money, maybe your credit card or your ID or whatever you want to have in there. And it hides under your clothes. So you can put it like inside your shorts or, around your waist and have your shirt hanging out. Nobody can see it. So that's one reason I had got it. And it's waterproof. So there's no water that can get in there. It's sealed. So even if I get wet, that little pouch works. I'll do another video to show you about that little pouch. I bought that like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. All of those are magnets right beside it, and then we hung up your cruise compass. That's on the wall to show you, what events are going on. Something cool that they started doing is towels to go. So you just scan that barcode. I don't want to get too close to it because if I scan it, it's gonna open up and ruin my video. But you can get your towels to go. So if you're gonna go to the beach or an excursion or even the pool, they'll bring them to your room, throw them on your bed. This bag that's right here, this is a waterproof bag. So if you're going to go on a excursion and you want to bring some stuff you don't want to get wet, it will not get wet in that bag. That whole bag is waterproof. This one, if you're going to go tubing, I know you guys already know what that is. This is also good for the river or going on a tubing or just the beach. It's good. She brought some hats, sun visor. Something that we brought, this is the first time out of all these cruises that I've done, but it was actually a good idea. We brought a small fan. You really don't, the room is cool, but man, this fan, it's on right now. It's so quiet, but it creates a little noise to help you sleep, so it's not just pitch silent. And also you get a little bit of circulation in the room, so I would advise it. Another thing that we did is we brought, I know you see a ton of wires. It's messy because we're in and out of here. But this is just a battery pack so we can charge up the phones. If we go on an excursion, we can just take one of these with us, put it in the backpack, and have the phone charged up so we can take more pictures and stuff like that. This is what the outlets look like. So you only have 2 outlets. So I would bring something like this It just has more outlets on it. You also have where you can connect your USBs. I think we have 3 of them connected, and we have three accessories where we could plug in items. I think we have her tablet, the fan, and then you could put something else. But we don't use all of them all at the same time, but it's just convenient. Everywhere you go on the ship, you have to have your face mask. So that's what that is right there. So if you go to eat or anywhere on the boat, since COVID's going around and stuff like that, this is November 22nd, 2021. And this is the first cruise I've taken probably in about 2 years, or about a year. Yeah, about 2 years since COVID started. So that's something new to me. And I'll tell you some of the changes that they've done on the boat. This right here is a lanyard. You definitely need one of those. Here's a little trick that I learned today. When you see how the barcode, you insert the card into the lanyard, but leave the barcode like this while you're on the boat. The reason why is, let's say you go eat. Now when you go to a Windjammer, they scan you to go in and they scan you to go out, and they do it by appointment. You can't touch any of the food. The servers, all you do is walk up. It's laid out the same way, but if you walk up and you want to get, let's say, a hamburger, they'll give you the hamburger. They'll put whatever you want on it. They'll serve it to you, and you just don't touch the food. So it's better. We requested ice for every day that we're here because we like cold drinks and stuff like that. We do have the drink package, but also we have 2 bottles of wine. So one night we're going to probably put some wine. You definitely need to bring a cup like this. This is a Yeti, but there's so many different brands, so you guys can choose whichever one you decide to do. The reason why we got that is, let's say at night you want a cold drink. You've already loaded it with ice from here. You've put water or whatever your preference is to drink in there. And all night, if you get up, if you're at home, you could go to the refrigerator. But instead, since you're here, you can just reach and grab that and you have a cold drink. This one is, we did the drink package. This is what it looks like. And that's the cup, actually, for the drink package. It's in there. We ordered 2 of these from Amazon. And I'm going to show you, I did another video just to show you about this, but I'll just do this one really quick. This little holder slides over the cup. It doesn't have to be for the drink package. It could be, that Yeti would probably fit in it also. But your lids on your drinks, they close. So you take, let's see if I can do this right. See, I unclasped it. It clasped together, and I unclasped it. What you can do is take it to your belt or your purse or however, and it can hold right beside you. So as you're walking, it's attached to you. Or maybe you don't have a drink in it, but you may want to get one later. It'll hold to your belt or your purse or your belt loop or whatever you have or whatever you're carrying. It can hold on to it. So that's the deal with that, just so you can know why it's there. What else did I miss? The room comes with sanitizer. This is something else. These weren't in the room, and we missed out on the first day, but we're not going to miss out on the second day. This is so you can check off, put your room number, how many guests you have, what time you want them to order the room service. It's complimentary for some of the stuff that's on this for room service. I think the continental breakfast is free. So if you're the type of person like I am, you want coffee or something like that. Maybe you're still going to go eat later on the boat, but you do want fresh coffee to kind of start off the day, or juice. Maybe you're going to go work out. This is what it looks like. And so you fill out the little card, put it outside the door, and you select what time, and they'll knock on the door, and you will have room service. You'll have coffee brought to your room. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the room. Here's the light switch. So now everything turned on. I guess I should have did that first. You have some storage up here at the top where you can put stuff. Here's what the door looks like. It has a magnet, so if you're sleeping, you just put that on there. If you're out catching thrills, put that on there. This is what they'll put on after they clean your room. And like I said, this is November 21st, 2021. This is how they're doing it as of right now, so it might change. My girlfriend's all into being organized and stuff. Let me just show you what she did. She bought this little holder, and she loaded it with all kind of stuff. For me, it's too much, but you have like I don't know what she has, cleansers and stuff like that, some suntan and lotion. She has like her, in case she gets a headache or cold, Q-tips and stuff like that. So you have a little bit of everything there. In the closet, we used a lot of space. Let me open this up. So you can see we're hanging everything up. We did ask for extra hangers, so you guys can do that as well. Usually they put you, I think, about 10, but we needed more than 10, and it wasn't a big deal to get them. He went and got them right away. These are your shelving. I still have some empty space up there, but you can see we have a bag right there, actually 2 bags. We use those packing bags, and we've left some of them that we aren't using. They're still full, but if we need them, we'll rotate those in. The safe, I have a whole nother video I need to do on this safe because I'm not going to say right now. You just have to watch the other video. This has never happened to me while I've been cruising. And then you can see we loaded up the shelves with clothes. You have your life preservers there, like I showed in the video. I didn't get that much space for my shoes because she has her bag and everything in there. And let me shut this thing real quick so I can show you some more. We're going to go into the restroom. Okay, so on the back of the restroom door, you have some hooks. You have your lock for privacy. The only thing I didn't like about it is to go into the restroom. The light switch is right here, so the light switch is kind of hidden. So you have to open up, you have to hit the light first on the outside of the door before you go in. And this is what it looks like. And like I said, right now it's occupied. We're using it, so you can see we've kind of have everything out. That way you guys will get an idea of how much space you really have once you unpack. There's the shower. I don't think we really did too much. She brought like a large brush. I think she has shampoos that are still unpacked. And you have your towels. I figured out how to work this mirror. You just pull right here and it opens up and you can have all your stuff that goes in there. Then some washcloths, medicine, stuff like that. I think this is like a little, if you want to throw some items in there, trash or whatever, more towels. Okay, all these drawers, they're full now. The AC and heating, this is the coldest room that I probably ever have, so it's pretty cold. So that's what the thermostat looks like if you're going to get on board, so you know what to expect. You could put something up there, but we just didn't. And this is another little secret spot. This opens up. I don't think she's found it yet because it's empty right now, so both of them are empty. I'm with somebody who packed a whole bunch of bags. Yeah, these are both empty, so she hasn't discovered those yet. I'll have to tell her about that. And then you have your light switches. So you have even more light. So if you're going to do your makeup and stuff, there's the light. Let me turn that off. She brought a nightlight. It's a little small one. It's helped out because sometimes I get up in the middle of the night, I need to use the restroom or move around, and it lights up just enough. It's not enough to be too bright where you can't sleep. There's the fan and telephone. You have a little slight partition that's right there, curtain, where you can kind of close it and divide off half the room. Maybe I want to watch TV. Maybe she wants to sleep, so you don't bother her. Again, all those pillows. I showed you the reading light. I showed you she has some storage right there. And let's see. This is my side. Have a cup, bag. There's a body pillow. We didn't really need it because they had brought all of these pillows and stuff like that. But I got this on Amazon just for you people who need it. Some people like to sleep on their side. This is what it looks like. It's a huge body pillow. It's inflatable. It's really soft. So if you need it or your wife needs it or whoever needs it, you can get that on Amazon. I think it was like 15 bucks or whatever. So that's just in case if the pillows don't do it for you. You at least have the body pillow, and where you can put it is just behind the window and it won't take up any of your room. So it's out of the way. It's not too much to where you're going to be overcrowding the room and stuff like that. Then you have your curtains to where if you want to make the room really dark, you can just pull it and close it. Yeah, let me get back so you can see that. And you could put as much light or have it as dark as you want. The bunk bed is up there. So these are 2 twin beds that form one big, large bed. But if you needed to have the bunk bed, I guess if you rented this room and you wanted to have your kids have the bunk bed, that ceiling, it opens up, it drops down, and there's a ladder in the closet for it. So this room can accommodate a lot of people. Here's one shelf that I missed here at the top. And I showed you guys all of this stuff first. And let's see what else we have over here. Here's a light. I think I have a light for outside, so this lights up the patio. Let me open up this curtain back up to show you. Oops, I did it wrong. Okay, there we go. Look at that view. This is room 7410. This is the Liberty of the Seas. But look how big this space is. And like I said, I've already done another video to show you. But there's the lounge chairs. There's another chair, another one, table. And you can see the view. It's not obstructed. We were kind of worried. We did the cruise where they picked the room, and this is what they gave us, which is fine. We just decided to play kind of like a wild card this time, and this is what we ended up with. But no regrets. But look how much space. It's a lot bigger than a standard balcony that you would get. Room 7408, which is right beside us, it's even huger. It's a huge, huge balcony. It's also on YouTube. And I don't know how big that one is. I haven't looked on his side. I just want to give them their privacy. But let me shut this door to shut it. It's on a track. And it closes like that. So that is it. That is my little tour of what you can expect if you decide to pick room 7410.